comes to reducing employer healthcare costs, informed efforts give us the best chance of success, and the most informed efforts rely on the data. My name is Jack Bruce, and as the Director of Population Health and Wellbeing at the Benefit Company, data is our guide for knowing where to invest effort and resources. When an employer is partially self-funded, that employer is paying the medical bills of its employees. Therefore, the employer must discover the medical spend hotspots and address them. What is a hotspot? Well, a hotspot can be looming medical claim risk or wasteful healthcare spending, such as when one of your employees elect medical providers who charge 3 times what another provider may charge for the very same service. Or it could be a segment of the employee population making unhealthy lifestyle choices that negatively impact your medical spend. Yet once these hotspots are identified, the self-funded employer can then implement focused condition and disease management strategies to reduce costs, as well as provide wellness strategies to mitigate future risk. But here's the question: how do we identify the hotspots? The answer is data, taking a deep dive into the data. Data comes from several sources. It can come from biometric screenings, health risk assessments that are given to the employees, annual physicals or wellness exams, and then certainly it can come from health claims, including prescriptions. This data will tell us how many members on the medical plan could potentially drive up costs because they're diabetic or they're using tobacco, or which employees are using the costly emergency room for non-emergencies. The data can shine a light on what percentage of employees are at risk for surprise medical events because they're not getting their annual wellness exams or their mammographies. Or it may show us which employees are increasing their risk by skipping their medications. And this data can show us how much of the employer's medical spend is for the employee and how much is for spouses, partners, and dependents of the employee. Furthermore, the data can reveal how an employer compares to geographic and industry benchmarks. And if the employer has multiple locations, data can reveal the prominent medical risk at each location. Therefore, it should be clear that once we have the data, we can implement focused population health management to address the hotspots. You know, employers may not be snowflakes, yet just like snowflakes, no 2 employers are exactly the same. And this is why we can't simply mimic what apparently works for another employer. Our efforts must be data-driven and strategically designed to your unique needs as an employer. Thank you for joining us for this episode of the Partially Self-Funding series.